Our venue today is the Etihad Stadium here in Manchester. I'm Derek Ray, getting ready to bring you all the action, accompanied by my broadcasting partner, Stuart Robson. And very much looking forward to bringing you action from the Premier League. It is Manchester City up against Leeds United.
Thanks, Derek. Well, often we talk about the tactics, the individual players that are missing, but so often it's the mentality of the players that is key to winning any football game. Which of these teams has the right attitude today is the big question.
Foiling them effectively. Keane. Difficult to stop him. Alexander-Arnold. And pulled back. Determined block. Foul there. Free kick awarded. This to open the scoring here. Oh no! He's missed the target.
Well, he didn't want the keeper saving it, and in the end he didn't have to. He's put it wide.
OK, Alex Scott can tell us all about a goal that's been scored at the King Power Stadium.
And it's a goal for Newcastle United. They've scored the opener here with 12.
And a chance for them to nudge in front. And denied by the keeper. Impressive. He's very adept at protecting the ball.
Well, what a chance that was to take the lead. But you have to give the goalkeeper credit. What a brilliant save that was.
He must finish. And there it is. A goal. I must say, much to the annoyance of the keeper.
Well, as you can see, the first save is a good one. But they can't react quickly enough to the second ball. The keeper's a bit unlucky, really.
So underway again here. 1-0 the score. And apologies to Alex for having to cut her off. To clarify, Newcastle did find a net in that game, and their lead stands at 1-0 presently. Went in strongly, decisively. The attack continues, they're making considerable progress. Crossing into the middle. And another one! Two quick goals! Will it turn out to be the two-punch knockout?
Let's see this again, because the delivery into the box couldn't be any better. Played into just the right area, and then the movement and finish just makes it look so easy. That's a really good goal.
So 2-0 now. Might be able to get in behind the defence. That is a wonderful challenge, and they've kept the ball to boot. Well, there's no getting away from it. This is the man so many people have been focusing on ahead of this particular game. Taking on his old club, and Stuart, different players react to that in different ways.
Well, Derek, I always found it difficult playing against my old clubs, especially Arsenal. I just felt so strange. It might well be the same for him today. Hopefully not.
Well, there might well be scope for them to counter-attack here. But ultimately up a cul-de-sac. Space afforded him. Decent progress with the ball at his feet. And he read it really well. Fine save. Now the short corner routine. The delivery. Keeper did his job to begin with. And a goal! What a magnificent display! It's such a one-sided contest here.
Well, here's the replay, and it all starts with the delivery into the box. Just begging someone to get on the end of it, which makes it a fairly simple finish in the end. It's a really good goal.
Well, this is threatening to get out of hand. Just look at the scoreline. And he put it away. Safe pair of hands, did his job. Well, half-time almost upon us, and playing away from home isn't bothering them in the slightest. Stuart, how about your take?
Well, what a totally dominant performance this has been so far. Their attacking play has been a joy to watch. They've passed it forward at the right times, they've switched play quickly, and we see...
There it is! A fantastic goal, and no wonder he's off celebrating.
Well, I have to say, this is a really good goal. Just watch his technique here. He just hits through the back of the ball with such power. There's no stopping that.
So on with the action, and 3-1 the scoreline at the moment. Sandro Tonali. Well, let's see if something comes of this. Over the touchline for a throw-in. Well, offside. I rather think he was caught in two minds.
Well, he just needed to go elsewhere with his pass. He showed a complete lack of awareness there.
Good physical play. An attack full of promise. Wonderful challenge, and a throw-in coming up. The first half here comes... The teams are ready to have a go at each other again as the second half commences.
Well, these fans are demanding much more here. They have to start winning the ball back quicker. At the moment, they're too easy to play against.
Now what can they do from here? Chance to reduce the arrears. Opportunity. It's high-level goalkeeping.
Well, that's a fantastic... Fantastic save. He's such a good keeper.
And they're making a change. And how about the short corner? Growing pressure here, and another corner.
Well, they haven't seen too many chances, but the crowd sensing this could be a turning point. They need a goal here.
Well, still an issue here. Good vision. Can he get onto this? Able to clear the danger, at least for now. Good pressure to win the ball back high up the pitch. Really sound goalkeeping.
Well, that had to be a goal, didn't it? What a stop that is.
Well, you can probably see why we're focusing on this fellow as one to watch. Stuart, in particular, what do you expect to see from him?
Well, as you can see, his form in front of goal has been superb. He just has that knack of finding space in the box. And then, of course, he's a brilliant finisher. I'm sure he'll show us that again today.
And the counter-attack is on. Options available. From a long way out. And taken cleanly by the goalkeeper. Excellent ball over the top. Moving the ball effectively. Well, it came to nothing in the end. OK, Alex Scott can tell us all about a goal that's been scored at the King Power Stadium.
Yep, another goal for Newcastle United. Could the goalkeeper have done better? Yes, but let's not take nothing away from that finish. It's now 2-1 with 65 minutes played.
Alex with the info as ever. Real chance. What a vital intervention. Well, David De Gea has figured prominently on the back pages in recent days. If reports are to be believed, this could be his final season. Could it be, Stuart, he's about to hang up his boots?
Well, Derek, it happens to everybody at some point. The body just can't cope anymore. And that's probably the case here, because when he plays, he still has a big impact on this team.
And Manchester City will go to their bench.
Number 16.
Given away by City. Could play it in. Not the best clearance. Could be dangerous. And he takes it on. Well, the keeper has outdone himself. Wonderful save. And they're going for the short one. And delivered towards the back post. And not a header that was ever really going to trouble the goalkeeper. They're getting right on top of their opponents and winning it back. So following the deflection, a corner kick coming up here. Favouring the short one. Dangerous ball. There's been so much speculation in terms of whether the transfer would go ahead, but it will go ahead, Stuart.
Yeah, that price I think is value for money. He'll certainly improve their squad and maybe the team. It's a good signing, you have to say.
A change in the offing for City. Well, I believe a spot kick award in one of the other games. Let's hear all about it from Alex.
Yep, it was a penalty for Manchester United, but the keeper guessed right, and he saved it with ease. The score remains 1-0 with 80 minutes played.
Thank you, Alex. And taken away. Difficult to stop him. Crossing into the middle. Well, sadly, a bit of a tame effort, that one, and far too close to the goalkeeper. So on the cusp of the final whistle, and the visitors very much in command, Stuart.
Well, I think the scoreline reflects the difference between the two teams. For most of the game...
Well, in some style, Ederson prevents a goal. Well, they fancy a short one. Cross towards that far post. Well, the attack will peter out. Keeper's ball. And the referee has decided to add on 3 additional minutes. Alexander-Arnold. And they know they need to stop him. Crucial intervention just then amid impending danger. Well, they had a decent reading of that ball in. So the final whistle is sounded, and it is a Leeds United success story in the end. How would you sum this up?
Absolutely, Derek. It was fairly comfortable in the end because they were tactically superior, had better individuals, and were always a threat.